this could be a sign that there is hope for the future generation. We're all familiar, or at least most of us should be familiar with Tinder, the dating app that is predominantly for hookups. We can talk about the social, cultural implications of that, but you swipe on your phone until you find somebody and they want to meet up for a date, and you perform unholy acts that are reserved for married couples, if not even go further than that. But this is fascinating. The new CEO of Tinder has come in and said, hey, we're going to kind of change some of the platform here in a way that makes it less of a hookup culture and more of a meaningful relationships app. Now, obviously, the reasons behind that are monetary and financial and incentive based. Because what I would imagine is that just doing it out of the goodness of their heart, they don't care. They're business people. They run an app that if people use the app, then they make money. And why would they care about changing any of the policies or the way that the app works? What I think, and what I hope, and what they've said they're seeing is that Gen Z specifically is not super into the whole hookup culture. The CEO said, well, we have evidence, and this is true, by the way. Gen Z goes out less, they drink less, they have less sex, they do a lot of things less. And if you have an app based on doing those things and your clientele doesn't do those things, you might want to retool the app. So I'm hoping this is just good news overall that Gen Z has indicated, well, we want more meaningful relationships. We want to be able to connect with people. And the way that kind of the whole dating app algorithm works is it is not in favor really of good, well-rounded, foundationally grounded young men, right? The apps, if you don't know this, kind of tilt towards a very small percentage of men because of internet culture. You've got women out there, pretty much all women, saying, I need somebody who's over 6 feet, makes over six figures, and I forget what other criteria there are, but when you boil down all of those numbers, that's like 0.1% of the population. Like it's just completely, it doesn't exist. And so if you have that goal in mind and you're a female and you're swiping on these apps, I think the predominant understanding is that, well, a certain few small select group of men that fit this unrealistic criteria get all of the quote unquote matches, while awesome, good, but otherwise not 6 feet or doesn't make the income threshold level get kind of passed up. And I think one, Gen Z is realizing that kind of intrinsically, they're just kind of going, hey, this is not working. This is not solving for my happiness deficit, my fulfillment deficit. And two, the app itself recognizes, hey, this is kind of becoming a problem, so much so that people are turning the apps off, which I think is good. I think that's ultimately good. And if combined with turning the apps off and the apps kind of catering more towards meaningful relationships that hopefully have a longer potential future trajectory, ultimately that's a good thing. Maybe this is a sign of hope for the Gen Z generation of, hey, you're recognizing things that don't work and adjusting accordingly. We'll see. Who knows?